Hello everybody, it's Bronwyn from Tarot Fever. I just picked this up yesterday at Indigo or Chapters, depending on where you live. It just changed to an Indigo here. This is a new release from Chris Anne. It is published by Hay House. It comes in this really nice box. I love the design on it. It's $26.99 US, $35.99 Canadian. So she is also the author of the Lightseers Tarot, which I have, and the Muse Tarot and the Sacred Creators Oracle. I don't have the last two. I wasn't sure how I would feel about this just based on images and even some walkthroughs I've watched since it was released, but I was really curious, so I went ahead and picked it up. And I like it a lot more than I expected because honestly, these guys kind of creep me out a little bit. Anyways, let's have a look. So this is the inside of the top of the box. It's really beautiful packaging, really bright colors, just really fun and like, I don't know, satisfying to look at. So the guidebook is awesome, like all of Chris Anne's books that I've seen. It's pretty thick. So here's the table of contents. So there's info on like going through the deck and finding the card that's going to be your guide, path working, and then some spreads and a QR code. I haven't actually done that yet, but I'm gonna check that out. And then for the cards, you don't get a picture of or an image of the card, but a great write-up as always. So for upright, it's heads, and reversed is tails, which is cute. And then a sort of meaning for the card, and then a conversation with whichever animal happens to be in the card. And you get 2 pages for every card in the deck. And yeah, it's just really well written. I love her take. So I'm really looking forward to going through this whole guidebook. I've done a couple of spreads with this so far, and it's been great. So this is the inside of the bottom of the box. These are the backs. So it's very similar to her other decks, the same sort of diamond sort of pattern in the middle with the radiating beams outward. The cardstock is different than the Lightseers. It's that new Hay House like matte cardstock. It's very similar to some of the newer Oracle decks that I have, like the Sacred Forest Oracle and the Priestess of Light. So it's very matte and it makes that nice sound and it shuffles really well. It glides nicely, no sticking. As far as size of the card, here's my Rider-Waite or Smith-Waite Centennial, and they are exactly the same size. So it is a standard size. All right, so let's have a look here. The Fool. It's a beautiful collage art. I absolutely love the colors. Yeah, so I really wasn't sure how I would feel about this deck, but once I had it in hand in real life, I really love the collage artwork. It's got like a different sort of texture almost to it than you get from looking at walkthroughs. So I'll try to hold up the cards and maybe give you an idea of the feel of them. And this is weird, but I'm a big fan of Stephen King, and I've read his Dark Tower series, the Dark Tower series, multiple times. And there are creatures in those books called the Taheen that have human bodies and animal heads. So this, I think that's one of the reasons this concept sort of freaked me out a little bit, but I find it fun, but also serious. Like this guy definitely reminds me of a Taheen from Stephen King. But combined with the guidebook, it's special. It's got that special vibe to me. The devil. I love the backgrounds too. It's like retro wallpaper almost on some of them. I do love this moon. And then you get a second Fool card. So into the Wands. So it sticks pretty close to the traditional Rider-Waite. So if you're a beginner and you like this style of artwork, then I would recommend it because, as I've said like twice already, the guidebook is awesome. I love this 7. Look at, see, there's that sort of retro background. This kind of freaks me out a bit, I'm not gonna lie. That face. I do really like this Queen of Wands. Oops. Oh, Coco the cat is here. Hopefully he's not going to jump into the frame, but if he does, that's fine. I like this 10, how the cups are the rainbow, or they have the rainbow colors. The swords. Oh, there are squirrels chasing each other on my back deck. This is cool. I like this. I like how the artwork goes outside of the border too. And the expressions on the animals' faces, really, she did a really good job matching them to sort of like the emotion that's being portrayed in the card. I really like the 7 of Pentacles. See, look at his tail is like going right to the edge of the card. Yeah, I guess I like the 7 because I see squirrels constantly and they are literally like stocking up their nuts for the winter right now. And my husband puts peanuts outside for them and they're like fighting over who's gonna get them. And they are some well-fed squirrels. They are ready for winter. There you go. So yeah, I'm really impressed. I honestly didn't know how I'd feel about this, but I am pleasantly surprised. I'll give it a little shuffle. Shuffles really nicely. On overhand. It's not as thick of a cardstock as the Lightseers, so the deck isn't quite as like thick, I guess. So it is easier to riffle. Shuffle than the Lightseers, for sure. So there we go. We'll pick one card and read for it. So what do we get? The 8 of Pentacles. So we'll just pull the entry and have a quick look at it. So if you want to pause it and have a look. I love in the little like conversation with the animal from the card, You get a lot of questions, which would be great journal prompts, like all work and no play is pretty amazing when you are busy loving what you do. What work do you love to do? How can it be a tool for fun? What part of your day floats your awareness away until all you are focusing on is what you are doing? Does your work bring you satisfaction and purpose? So yeah, it's really, really cool prompts there to get you thinking about the card. So really beautiful deck. If you feel drawn to this art, I would not hesitate to pick it up. The quality of the cardstock is there, and if you're like me and you're not really sure about it, maybe it's worth a chance. I guess that's up to you to decide, but I am really glad that I went for it. So anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.